is if you Google a website called Slides Carnival, if I go here, they have many different templates that I can choose from and insert directly into Google Slides. So if I look here at the top of the web page, I clicked all templates, so this shows all the different ones that they have. But they also have them by category. So you can say I have formal, inspirational, creative, simple, startup, elegant, playful, and business. And these are presentations that people have created using different graphic design programs and then inserted into a Google Slides presentation that you can then copy. So if I were to choose one of these presentations, for example, and I wanted that template in my Google Slides, when I click on it, if I go down, I can preview it up here, but if I go down here, I have two options: download as a PowerPoint template or use as a Google Slides theme. If I click on this, it's going to allow me to preview it and see what it looks like. And what's really nice about it is that it has a standard layout for all the different slides, but basically it's giving you a bunch of different things to choose from, so you can move the slides around, you can use a lot of the resources from certain pages and copy and paste them into other pages. But up in the upper right hand corner, if I press Use Template, what that's going to do is it's going to create a copy of this presentation in my Google Slides. So I've done that with one called Constant. It's one of the templates in there. And you'll see that if I go through here, it's much more dynamic than the themes that Google Slides comes with. So if we go down here, you'll notice every single, and you can modify this if you want to, they have stuff written in here, just as kind of an example. But you can change everything in here, and you can reuse things, and most of the presentations come with a page that has numbers and graphs and little images of a phone or a computer. But you can move these things around. It even comes with emojis and stuff like that. But this is one way of you using a template that once I click on that, it becomes a part of my Google Drive. And I can just rename this, and then I can use that for my presentation after I've rewritten things that are on the slide. And I use this for many of my presentations in Theory of Knowledge just because it's very quick. It's super easy to do. And what's nice is once I have put one of these templates in my Drive, then afterwards, if I'm in here, once I've added one of those slides templates to my Google Slides, then down in the bottom right hand corner, if I press on Import Theme, you'll see that I have this option for the one I was just showing you. So I can import the theme that I used on a prior presentation. So if I liked that Constance one, I can import that, select that. So once I've done that, you can see that it's added that template to this presentation now, just by pressing Import Theme. And if I go up here to where I add a new slide, it's going to be adding the same type of slide, but if I click on the arrow next to it, I can choose all the different types of options they have for different slides here. I can choose amongst them, depending on what I want for a particular slide. So if you're building a presentation from the ground up, this can be easier because you just go with the standard backgrounds that come with this theme. And then I can also adjust that from here. So that is one way that both you and students can create more effective presentations in Google Slides. And what I really like to do with this is once you have them in your Drive, you can just reuse them by pressing Import Theme. And you can use any theme that you've used in a prior presentation. So that's really useful for me as a teacher, but also when I assign group projects, like I have my TOK presentation coming up. I share this strategy with students as well, just to have presentations that are more visually appealing to look at. And again, when students are working on this in the group project, for example, one of them can create this project in their Google Drive, and afterwards they can press share, and they can share this presentation to edit, this first option, with the other group members, and then they can work on the same presentation at the same time. And it's a nice group project to work on, especially in quarantine, because they can do this from their homes. And when you insert this into Google Classroom, you can go in at any time and see how they're doing and see who specifically has done what by clicking on all changes saved in Drive, and I can see who did specifically what in the presentation and see if there were certain students that did a majority of the work and certain students that did a minority of the work.